Hello and welcome to part, what is this, like 19? I don't fucking know, I don't care, I stopped caring, I just want to finish the game. This thing got interesting as hell, so...
The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see. Why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
Two plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 equals 18. 1 plus 8 is 9.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high, there's no way in hell we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we could do is stand here and stare at the door with the 9 on it. Guess this is it. This is the end. Whoa, Akane vision. I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums, I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise, like a clap of thunder, that was approximately 9 hours ago, a bomb that went off in the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him, and we became one, inside of Junpei. Somehow I felt myself in Junpei's mind, 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present, and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It had been 2 hours since the nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later. We would call him Snake.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around.
I have a little sister. She is very important. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hands were 9 4.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult. but my sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 four-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished the tension of only a few minutes before it was gone, we were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found the door with the 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9s on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room only had one number 9 door. But this time, it was the only one. But if there was only one door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors!
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already.
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother always swallowed hard and
I
answered.
think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, the door opened, and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like 7 had said it did. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down into the hall. We came out the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up a spiral staircase. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me was Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and his 7. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado, eventually pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder. From from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I
No, where
realized
is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew it had been with me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it when we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. And I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of it. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall. The room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later, I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down, down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it'd be, sitting under the open of the air vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back toward the stairs, freedom. The door to the incinerator opened, and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. He looked maniacal, or mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his
Come
mouth.
with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity in his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
Stop! Let go of me!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like
Stop
Hongo.
struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
It's not gonna give me the grisly details of the kid getting incinerated, is it? I get the feeling that's where it's going. He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Suddenly, the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake. He cried my name again, and he leapt toward Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out.
Ah,
And then
you're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator.
Ah!
The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched, but those fists never reached Hongo. With a cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them in front of the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly on the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all, and walked past me as though I was nothing more than a rock on the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice. My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in
Junpei vision. Okay, so we're back to...
18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy shit. Man, I knew that's what it was gonna say. But that was one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it.
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
Oh yeah, she's still in the dark about all that shit.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
you know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn. What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means. Well, god damn it. Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait, the floor, it's moving. What the fuck? What else can I say about that?
What the hell is that?
My question exactly.
What is that?
What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least, it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off, even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. You know, I get the sudden urge to, save, right now, because I don't know if it's gonna make me do a timed puzzle or some stupid shit like that. Because let me tell you, if it does, I'm completely and utterly fucked. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. How far into the flowchart are we? We're still 4. All I could see on this screen was a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be fine. Yeah, man, I wish I was something. I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. If it's only shown up now, then it's got to be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Yeah, hey, we're all tense, lady, but that doesn't mean you get to shove
Okay,
people around.
it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Oh, fuck me, sideways. What the fuck is this? Well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen
What
now?
is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1
Do you
to
think
8.
that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzles, how do you work? Oh man, that goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Shit, 13 minutes. Can I really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was going to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears flowed down over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightening evil face. It was Hongo. How long had you been watching me?
Don't know what to do.
He was yelling, but his voice was still
It's
muffled.
simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back
You're
hot tears.
a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left arm, or hand. The face of my bracelet showed a 5. 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. I ran to the door with a 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
That would have been the time I gave him the finger.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow, I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't! I just can't! There's no way! I can't figure this out!
What was I gonna do? I didn't know. I don't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot, so hot. I couldn't breathe, felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest, as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket, wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The dog Jumpy had given me. At least I had it. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane!
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over there?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck. Did something break her communication? I swear I just heard her.
Akane!
Shit.
Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I heard it so clearly. Like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her. She's here. Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Are you in the incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve a puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it. But there's only one possible answer. June is, 0 is, Akane Kuroshiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kuroshiki. I must save her no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think there's any time to fuck around here. Especially if I have to solve it, so... The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, all right? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Uh-oh. That's sad. Or happy, depends on how this turns out. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there there's a lot more at stake than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now, let's have a look at this thing. We got numbers all over the grid. I think the panels are out of order. So I just need to switch these out. Staring at this isn't going to accomplish anything. I just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
No! No, 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 no! Don't you dare fucking do this to me! Fuck you! Am I timed? Am I timed? Oh. When I pressed hint. Okay. Shit, I was freaking out for no reason. When I pressed hint, numbers appeared on the empty slots on the grid. They're all single digits. I get the feeling that the numbers changed when I switched out the yellow squares. But this square at the bottom, why does it stay blank when I press hint? Pressing the button again makes the numbers disappear. So turn them on and off. Me. Wait a minute. Is there... Fuck if I know. What the fuck? You know what? I'm fucking stuck. I don't... When I flip the hint off, all the empty spots look like the ones on the top right. What? When I flip the hint off, all the empty slots look like the ones on the top right. What the hell are you... 7, 7, 9, 8, 3, 10, 9, 1, W9. What? Maybe I need to make all the numbers in this... Wait a minute. When I switch out 3 with 5, the hint number increases by 2. I bet the hint just adds the surrounding numbers. What the hell am I supposed to be doing here? Each square only has a single digit. They must be calculated in a different way. Digital roots. They're digital roots, and... Alright, you know what? Fuck this shit, because otherwise I'm gonna be sitting here. I'm fucking cheating. For the first time in this playthrough, I'm looking up the goddamn answer. No, fuck you. I'm just not. It's not happening. I am so fucking aggravated and tired of the puzzles. Especially whenever they're getting complicated and involve fucking numbers, when I can barely count to goddamn 3. Yes, that is a joke, I can count fairly high, but the point stands, I can barely do math as it is, so it's already fucking aggravating to me. So, fuck this game and its cryptic bullshit. Okay, Oh, and this is the final puzzle too, so add insult to injury. Okay, so nope. Okay, so S. Oh, fuck you. What? Password? What's the password? That was ridiculous how fucking easy that was. But what's the password? That's the problem. Let me keep in mind, I've done cut the video off. Or not the video, the little fucking guide I was looking at, because I don't want to cheat any more than I have to, so I haven't the slightest fucking idea what I gotta do. Fuck me. What? Are you serious? I just guessed
that's
that.
it.
Guessed that. I'm not joking. I just had one moment, it was like 9, and then I was like, I don't see what else I can add to it, you know, got nothing to lose, what's 9? And that's it. Holy fucking shit. That was either... I don't know what the fuck that was, man.
Did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did!
And the irony was, I cheated for the first half, and then blundered my way through the second with a single digit. That is an accomplishment in my book, you know. My stupidity has finally done something good for me. And the fucking wasp is back.
Now I just have to press enter!
Well, do that, please.
What the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
Now, what do you bet there's a way to fail?
Ah! Jumpy! It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him. But they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while I just lied there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
And I meant what I said about this game's cryptic bullshit and how I was so over it. Like, seriously, I am so sick and tired of fucking puzzles. Especially number puzzles. But I am so glad, so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Hang up.
Oh, of course, that's fine!
I wiped the tears off my face and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Pongo had left him behind.
Now.
Well, Seven Lotus didn't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives,
Junpei,
guys.
are you...
Okay?
Shut it.
Right, okay. So maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter yet? Alright. Nothing's holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
No. No. You better not be. You better fucking not be. Hell no, I will end this fucking playthrough right now.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
No, it doesn't.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
That's my line. Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. I just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't it stopping? Again, that's my line.
Begin in 60 seconds.
Oh god. Wait, of course. That's what the numbers are showing. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle. 2, 4, 5, 7 equals. Snake, Clover, me, 7, Lotus, then door 9. No, that's it. The number on the door isn't 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh shit. Don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they just trust me on this one and we're all fucked. Alright, no time to explain,
Quick!
just go.
Verify your numbers on the red!
Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Oh, we almost got fried. We were almost crispy. Oh, thank fucking Christ. No time to be happy, time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go!
Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We still gotta find the dead.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Barely. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane! Can you hear me?
I wanted to tell her we made it out. I wanted to tell her how good I felt, but nothing. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leapt into his arms.
Oh,
Akane!
I buried my face into his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could, just to be sure there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever, but I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelet had begun to count down to death. I looked away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me a moment to go there and scan all the bracelets I had left. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who we call 7 and 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung
Alright,
open.
let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Oh, it was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running, up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Time for more running. And it's also time to cut the video. Okay, so this next one, damn, that was an escape room. Yeah. Anyway, if you like the video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.